So, if you know me, you know I love my GPU. I've had it for a year and a half now. Here's my review of it. Yeah, I know someone's probably wondering, like, yo, bro, why are you unboxing it? If it's already in the system. Well, I guess, yeah, I love unboxing my GPU. I really like looking at it. It's actually a 1080p card that was made in 2021 by AMD. I'm putting it in the system with the specs that I've listed above: Ryzen 5 5500, 16GB RAM, and 1.5 TB internal storage. So I'm going to be benchmarking the card with games that I'm currently playing or currently have on my system. So starting it up, starting with Kindom Come Deliverance 1. Thanks to Epic Games for giving me the game for free. So I started by putting everything on very high graphics. I got a warning saying that it's an experimental preset and it's meant for future GPUs, but seeing that the game came out in 2018 and the GPU came out 3 years later, I thought it would run well. So starting out right off the bat, it's claiming to average around 62 frames per second. However, it's so stuttery. I found it so stuttery, and I thought I chalk it up to the experiment features and the warning, so I dropped it to high settings, and man, I was pretty much at 90 frames per second, and the graphics look really good. You can see the reflections on the floor, lighting. Yeah, it's actually running on the Cry engine. Yeah, Crysis, Far Cry, same engine that was created for those games, and yeah, I think it's running really well. I really love the water physics here, so I guess I started running around here just to see it out. But yeah, just the graphics and the water physics really amazed me. Moving on to 2019's Apex Legends, I was really addicted to this game. Yeah, I think I have over 1,000 hours playing it, but the peak was 100 frames per second, and it's actually meeting that, which means that it's probably even capable of running above it. I don't know, I just didn't put it in unlimited, but yeah. Cyberpunk 2020. This game had a lot of bugs when it first launched out, but good to see it's been fixed now. I put everything on ultra settings. For some reason, it forced me to use AMD super sampling, but yeah, I just wanted to see how it's gonna run. And I used the in-game benchmark to do so, because I didn't trust the MSI Afterburner River Tuna frames that was showing me. When I ran it for the first time, it told me I was averaging 77.17 frames per second. Yeah, which is pretty good for ultra settings. So I tried turning off the AMD super sampling just to see if there would be any performance hit by doing so, but surprisingly it ran the exact same. It actually did better, which is really weird. It gave me an average FPS of 77.47, which made me wonder if it's really like hard locked on, or yeah, I guess that's a weird one. Then moving on to Ghost of Tsushima. Initially came around PS4 in 2020, but came to PC last year, 2024. And wow, I mean, look at that sunset, guys. So the game is averaging at 91 frames per second. It's so smooth. Yeah, I don't know whatever engine it's running on, but it's so well optimized. Moving on to the first UE5 title, or benchmarking. That's the finals. The game I'm really addicted in right now. Put everything on high settings, and to try out first without any internet latency, I tried out in the firing range, or it's equivalent to the firing range, and I was getting an average of, I think it was 91 frames per second. Yeah, pretty smooth. Can't complain. I hopped into a game and I was averaging 85 frames per second. Of course, I took a bit of a hit. Yeah, probably because of the other players, and as well as just rendering everything else and distraction, but otherwise a really smooth experience for a UE5 title, that is. Yeah, fun game, you should try it out. Then I moved on to Helldivers 2024. I really love this game too. I switched everything to high settings, and I was getting an average of 56 frames per second, which is not so bad. Of course, you can tweak the settings a bit more just to get better performance, but of course I'm just trying to see the limits of this card. Everything was running pretty smooth. That's a very weird way to die. And lastly, 2025 title Expedition 33. I'm actually working on a video about this game, but see, weirdly, in the open world, I noticed it was running really well, averaging like 70, mid 60s to 70 frames per second. But in a battle sequence, it would take a drop um, to, I guess, the mid 50s to, yeah, mid 50s to 50 flat. And yeah, it's also another UE5 title. That's probably why. But otherwise, still a very playable experience. You can tweak your settings to get far better performance. But yeah, that's the RX 600 XT and running to all the games that I'm running right now. And lastly, in conclusion, should you get the RX 600 XT? I think so. I think it's a really good card for the price point. It goes for $200 on eBay, which I think is really decent for this caliber of card. It can run pretty much everything. Of course, it's not really a good ray tracing card, so I normally turn off ray tracing on global illumination. I don't really like those features, and I feel like it's superficial. But I mean, if that's something that's important to you, maybe you should consider it. But personally, for me, I do not, and so I would recommend this card to any budget gamer trying to get a system that's capable of running current games to some older titles at a really decent frame rate. Yeah, anyway, that's Sandman here, and I hope you enjoyed this one.